Apple's MacBook Air has gotten a much-needed reboot, keeping the name, but changing just about everything else, both outside and in. That means a new 8th Gen Intel Core i5 CPU, more RAM and SSD options, a higher-res Retina display, and the move to USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports. And while it's still called the MacBook Air, this new version might as well be called the MacBook Pro Lite, because that's essentially what it is. For most of its 10-plus year life, the classic MacBook Air was the default laptop for pretty much everyone, from college students to creative types to startup entrepreneurs. For many years, I called it the single most universally useful laptop you could buy. But over the years, the competition moved to higher-res displays, thin screen bezels, bigger touchpads, regular component upgrades, and thinner and lighter bodies. While this reimagined MacBook Air fixes almost all of the previous design's issues, it adds a couple of its own. It's a much better fit with the rest of the current Mac design sensibility, larger than the 12-inch MacBook, smaller than the 13-inch Pro, and much different from the classic Air, which Apple is still selling, at least for now. That means the long-standing design, with its thick screen bezels, smallish touchpad, deep keys and multiple ports is gone. If anything, the new Air looks and feels like a half-step between the 12-inch MacBook and the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Its price has jumped up to join the rest of the MacBooks as well. For most of its life, the Air was $999. Not cheap, but a reasonably achievable luxury, especially for a rock-solid laptop that could last years. The new starting price is $1,199, £1,199, £1,849 Australian, which is a tough blow for generations raised on the idea of getting that first MacBook for under $1,000. Right now, it's only $100 less than the 12-inch MacBook or 13-inch basic MacBook Pro, so there's some price versus features math to do. The MacBook Pro is more expensive, more powerful and less portable. The 12-inch MacBook is more expensive, less powerful and more portable. With each laptop excelling in a different area, and only $100 separating their base models, there won't be one correct answer for everyone. That said, this new Air is the safe middle ground between the two extremes.